Yep, hitting play. Or play, whatever it's called.
Welcome to the internet.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
We're new to this.
Oh, man.
Episode 54.
We did it again. We're here. Hello. I don't know how we made it either.
It's been 5 weeks since we've done this.
It does, dude. I am so busy. I am losing it.
Make sure you check in where you're
Yes.
watching from and your favorite bubbly
No.
beverage.
Your favorite 4.75 inch tire.
Oh, okay. I'll allow that one. Fine.
Yeah. Thank you. Your echo's gone away. That's good.
That is good. We will. I'm still having audio issues. But last night I spent some time actually troubleshooting. I didn't fix it, of course, but what I did do is use a backup microphone, so my audio will still sound different, but not as terrible.
Different, but not bad. One
Yes.
might say better.
Well, that's great.
In fact, there's no latency. Like if you're watching on my stream, you're actually in sync right now.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. We'll figure this whole thing out one of these days. I've just got microphones everywhere and extra
I see that we're both feeling quite gray today.
Yeah,
Not just in our shirt choices, but also in our complexion.
Yeah, just
like I'm so tired. Guys, I've been sleeping like 3 hours a night.
Same. I got back from Scale Nationals, which I have so much to talk about from.
Oh, man.
I got back from Scale Nationals on Monday night. I actually got a little bit of sleep on Monday night, or Sunday night. What would that be? Yeah, yep. Sunday night.
Sunday night.
But only kind of. The event ended Sunday night around 9 o'clock. By the time we got back to the hotel, went and had some dinner, and then I got back to my room to start editing. I didn't finish the last video until about 3 a.m.
And we all appreciate it because those videos, well, on one hand, it was like I was there. And
just because of how long they were, you're like, that felt like an entire day watching that video.
Partially the length. Also, partially, it was great coverage. It really, honestly, it felt like I was at the event, which was very cool. When I tend to shoot tiny trucks, I tend to forget about all the other stuff going on around. So you actually did a good job of like covering people actually getting into their RC. Hashtag RC comp stance.
RC comp stance.
Please use that on Instagram because there are a lot of people using it now. It's pretty good. But also like the like people doing things, like how they were going to get to their next line and stumbling around on the rocks and all that stuff is really fun to watch. So I had a great time watching that. So thank you for doing that. It was a lot of work.
It was fun. It was a lot of work. The videos were long because I filmed all day. I started I filmed like myself and Schultz. We always tend to tag along at events together. And then a friend of mine, Ryan, from RCC days, way back when, was in town. And I kind of taxied him around all weekend, and he's just been a good friend of mine for a long time. So he was with us. So we just kind of ran in a group, and us as we would go through. And then I would just go around and film everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it was
I would
great.
end up with so much footage, and it was so late at night that I was just like, I'm going to do a once over through this footage, and then it's getting uploaded.
Yep.
I'm not
editing
going back
mistakes
and
be
cleaning
damned. Nope. If you can't solve it, dissolve it.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting one shot at this, and then it'd be so late. I'm like, no background music. It's going up.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So
it looked like a lot of fun. I regret not being able to be there. Apparently, people asked about me because I'm kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. We have so much to talk about at Nationals. Just every time I go to an event like that, it gives you a bit of anytime I go to any different type of event and get to hang out with people, because that's the most fun part of it for me. I honestly, if I would have gone and not had a truck, I would have had almost
just as much fun.
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Yeah.
First, thanks Juan Rico for the $4.99. Great footage of nationals, much appreciated. Hope I make it out one day. Absolutely.
Yeah. Rich Trujillo wanted to say that despite how hard you were working, he thinks you're lying. He saw you sleeping on the job.
Yes, absolutely. Which turned into a whole Facebook thing.
Yes. And Instagram too. But
and Instagram, that is
definitely
also
worth
correct.
It. Yeah. Josh sleeping on the rocks, dreaming about me.
Saturday was an absolute windstorm. 50-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah.
Just your face was sandblasted by tiny particles of rock, and it was just your face tingled. It just felt.
And I bet you, because you're doing this the whole day, that when you get back, it's just like, ah.
And I wear contacts, so my eyeballs felt just like 80 grit sandpaper. Just,
gross.
Yeah.
That's very gross.
Anyway. So much to say about it. Hey, Team Grouchak, thank you very much. It was cool to have an opportunity to hang out at Nat's Good Footage. Chris, appreciate your videos. It says Chris. Yes. Who he is, I'm aware. Appreciate your videos made for good controversy. Some other great points.
Controversy.
Yes.
Was there some scale nationals? Maybe some gates were touched.
No,
that were counted.
Much less direct. I'll say. We just have so much to talk about. We will get into it.
Oh man, come on.
You and I haven't really talked since I got back, because when I got back on Monday night, I was driving. I drove most of the day. Got back, said hello to Nicole, sat down on the couch, kind of, not even for a second, and then I went, "Well, it's Monday night.
Gotta get to the news.
Send news." Started a timer on my phone. I was just like, I'm gonna see how fast I can get this done. Like 2 hours and 36 minutes from starting filming to finishing editing. It was like,
that's not bad.
As fast as I've ever been able to complete the news, and I think it showed in its quality.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but John Schultz is in here. He said I kept introducing Josh as Matthew. Great. So more people hate me. Thanks a lot, John. Yep. Much appreciated.
Oh, man. I think that, obviously, hopefully...
I thought you were the other one. Yeah, no, definitely. Yes. Presumably, definitely.
The difference between, like, what we normally do and actual competition is so... It's too different. They barely parallel each other.
Correct.
Going there and like kind of resetting to see like how the other half lives, as they say,
because it's so much more about comp, like it's comp, right?
It is. It's here is the rule set. If you want to try and do well, learn
within those rules.
Yes. So, but what is just so crazy is to see how good people who live in there and go to that have gotten at these things, and how the technology has evolved in that area.
Yeah.
These are trucks that like would have been like, I mean, they would kick a actual comp crawler's ass from 2008, Right,
exactly.
In 2008, those comp crawlers didn't really look that much different than these in a lot of ways.
Correct. Some of those Class 3 trucks are, I use the term trucks very loosely.
Some of them, I agree.
Yeah. But also, I think when it comes right down to it, it's the driving skill that I was just so amazed by. Like, these guys obviously spend more than 10 minutes testing their truck before going to a competition.
And TGH's in here. Here's the rule set, kind of. Which
Here's
is definitely
the
one of the things to
suggestions. Yeah. RC Addict, real quick. I would not recommend a set of MIG oil brushers. I would just buy the colors that you think you're going to use for the color that you're trying to use it on. And Carolina Ghost, buying an SCX-10 Gladiator on Friday. Going to use the SPG Ultimate Gladiator videos to build mine. Love those vids. Thank you very much. I love making them.
That was a good series.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I did the exact same thing with the oil brush things. I only bought the ones I planned to use.
So you bought none of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, good choice.
I know where your jokes are coming from.
Somebody asked me today on my Wednesday questions, though, like, what was the one thing that stood out the most, or things like that.
Yeah.
And the one thing that stood out the most to me was watching like some of the like the TGH guys using that new Holmes winch. Have you it's like talked about like when he was releasing it, kind of talked about the speed. And when I know Brett from Brazen is in here as well.
Yeah.
And I saw him use it up here in Sacramento when he came out for the event a couple weeks ago. But then watching more people use it out there, people who have obviously, well, I know TGH helped like work with and develop that winch, so they've obviously had a lot of time with it. And seeing those guys use that winch and how fast it is, and actually being able to keep up, like they'll
it looked like free spool. It was just like, zzz.
And then it looked like the same speed going in as the truck's winch. like I would be like fumbling with buttons. My truck would have just gone. Like, ah!
Pew.
Yeah.
That's got some distance.
Oh my God. I'm turning Matt's volume up a little more for everyone who's asking.
Oh, am I a little bit low?
Yes.
Here, I'll turn myself up.
So, I turned you up a little bit as well.
Sibilance.
Can you use that in a sentence?
No.
Can you give me
check one, check two, check one, check.
What's your opinion with having the rear wheels that turn? RCP guy was asking.
I like it when all four wheels turn, if I'm honest.
Right? Class 3 as well. Some of those trucks are built with 70 degrees of steering front and rear. Those trucks, they're just like...
Yeah, it's pretty funny to watch.
Most of the Class 3 video, the last day's video, was finals course.
Yeah.
Because it's very intriguing to see it. And watching those guys who spend the time and, who have these trucks that they've ran or tested or not, or just getting natural with it, whatever it is, and seeing them use it, it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Class 3 I have like the want for it a little bit, but honestly, something that probably most people wouldn't have guessed, I think I would have more desire to build a Class 1 today than I would a Class 3.
I'm sorry, there must be something wrong with the microphone, because when you said 1, you meant 3, right? Are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
Scott O'Blander, thank you. Great coverage, much appreciated. Too much cantilever winching for me. That's like a whole nother part of it.
When they put it around the rear part of the cage or whatever, and it just goes.
They've got spots like fabricated into the winches and
little bearing rollers.
Yeah, and they're just
stuff.
They're spooling that winch out and they're back, and it looks like they're
they're yo-yo
cattle
masters.
Ropers. The cattle ropers where they're tying it off.
I don't know. I thought yo-yo masters sounded a little cooler.
No one has ever said that before, ever.
Yeah, Schultz says you've got sunstroke for sure.
James
explain yourself first of all.
First of all, I feel like the Class 3 stuff with I do like it. It is cool to see.
It's very cool to see.
I think that the most challenging courses of the weekend were Class 1.
I agree.
From
what I saw, they were not tailored to what Class 1 usually is.
In a lot of ways, but these guys in their Class 1s are amazing. They've practiced with them. I guarantee you, I couldn't have beat any of the top 5 drivers in Class 1 in the finals course with my Class 2.
Oh, no.
Not a chance.
No.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't.
I mean, for a lot of reasons, actually. There's, not just the vehicle choice, but...
Right. Without a time limit, I couldn't have beat those drivers in Class 1 in the finals course. Chris, you're saying we ran some tough course gates in C1. Who would have thought the 4-door Hilux was tough? So TGH was running a 4-door Hilux, and all of the little things, just thinking about them and seeing how everyone got their scale points, how lightweight, and so that is a big part of where I have like a huge, I just can't do it, like the custom interior and what.
That's not really your bag.
It's so hard. Like, that is not a custom interior.
Right.
But it is.
But it is. Technically it is.
And I get it at the same time. I just couldn't do it.
Hound stuff, instead of us trying to summarize all 3 different classes, I mean, I can summarize it. Class 1 is like a street style truck that you would take off-road but drive back and forth from the trail. Class 2 is like a purpose-built off-roading truck, so you would trailer that to the course. This is all like, hypotheticals. Class 3 is like a, it's like a no-holds-barred, pure crawling truck. All the rules are at sorca.com if you want to look them up. That's the best place to go.
SORCCA.
Yeesh.
And yes, it's, or, the same thing is Class 1, little tires, full body coverage. Class 2, medium tires.
Some coverage.
Some coverage. And then Class 3 is all over the place.
Yeah.
But still, the C1 courses, very difficult, but also the courses were built in a way that so I was lent a truck by a guy named James Sockrider. It was a G-Speed C1 V1, and it had a TGH transmission with a little forward motor mount. It was a Toyota Hilux body on it, bobbed in the rear, no bumper, so pretty.
It was just a good starter Class 1 truck.
Yeah. But even though I'd never driven the truck before, I moved through the first gate, basically. Yep. And I made it to gate 7 or 8 on 3 of the 4 courses. And then I got through the third course all the way with both bonuses, and it did great.
Yep.
So they were built in a way that, you were still you didn't get stuck at gate 1 or gate 2 or point out right away.
That's nice.
Well built.
Yeah.
But difficult.
Yeah. I prefer actually driving a course. I find it really infuriating when the courses are so hard that nobody's finishing and you're not even getting through 4 gates before you've run out of time. That's not, to me, in the spirit of competition, that's not really fun.
I know what you mean. There was a lot of DNFs in Class 1, but nobody finishing. There was
right, exactly. There was a nice healthy mix.
15 to 20% of people finishing. And it was national, so they're looking for
the best. It should be hard.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Javier, thank you as well. Thanks for the great content. Also, thank you and Matt for starting my new edition, building my first VS410 Pro. It's freaking amazing.
Nice. Pro is the best.
Pro is. And Corey Patterson, thanks for the $20. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it. Much thanks. Many thanks.
I'm not going to send you any money.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's not worth it. There's no good ROI there.
I mean, I couldn't go through everything that I saw in there.
Let me interject because I wasn't there, but I was feverishly watching all of the content as much as I could when I wasn't strapped to my desk because it's been crazy for me lately. But I think I messaged you after watching Class 2, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think I got to build myself a flat rail chassis. Actually do this, take it seriously, have some fun, and go for it. So, yeah. Coming from me, the Scale Builders Guild guy, I mean, I love the Class 2 VS410 that I built.
Right.
But that truck would get eaten alive. There's no chance. I would have to do all of it over again if I wanted to be even semi-competitive.
I very much agree.
Yeah. So with that in mind,
has just exploded.
Yeah, exactly. The bar has changed. Now, if I want to go scale and have fun and do it all like, you know, hard body and coverage and everything, Class 1, I can still do that. Probably shouldn't go leaf springs, just because.
I don't know if I saw it.
I doubt that you did. Well, what? You did?
There was in my video even. You know, not only was one of the truck's leaf springs, but it was on TLT axles.
Wow. That's amazing. That's so great.
Ryan was competing with his bruiser chassis, bruiser bodied, leaf sprung TLT axle rig.
Yes.
He was just like, this is what I'm bringing. It was amazing.
Guys, it's 2008. Or maybe even earlier. It's 2006. Let's do this thing.
He bought it in 2008. It was probably built around 2006.
That's amazing. I love it. Huzzah!
Yes, it was funny. He was just like, and we were just like, you know, we'd spot for each other, kind of go through. I'm like, turn, like
turn more, turn. He's like, I'm turning.
Salt's got. It just.
You wanted 25 degrees of turning. It'd be like, here at Tamiya, when we heard you liked steering, we gave you all the degrees, all 12 of them.
Yeah, double-digit steering, right on the box.
Now, competition approved. Oh, Team Garage Hack, RC Concepts, thanks for the $5. We'll send you a Holmes Expert chassis, boss. PM me the address. Ooh, la la. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the donation as well, James Bush. I'm fighting audio issues this week, but we're getting through it. I've got some things on order to try and fix my situation. But
Big Red Bitch, no, I have not sold the Buffalo Wing yet. Nobody wants it. Can
we discuss a little bit of the controversy?
Yes, because I love controversy.
Okay.
There's a plane in the background. Turn your plane down.
I know. I'm sorry. Again, normally I have a very directional microphone. This one here. But that is not the one we were using today. Much apologies. So, at the end, I think I showed it in the Class 2 video. The driver, at the end of the course, he was out of time, and there is a rule in the Sorka rule set that has a provision for what's called an assisted winch. Now, a normal winch, like you saw everybody using, is 3 points. An assisted winch is 10 points, but you can take and you can pull the truck by hand.
The length of the truck.
Right.
Yes.
Now, that's meant for people.
I remember this.
Who don't have a winch. It's like
it's like if you have a tow strap, this is like using your tow strap as a winch. Yeah, I know that rule. I presume he had a winch.
He did. He'd been using it during the course. But he was out of time, and his idea was to just
yank
assisted winch through to get the progression points and finish rather than getting
a DNF.
Right. Now, he didn't do it properly, and that was actually a DNF.
Okay. Yes.
Because he would have been out of time. The way he did it, it would have technically been a reposition touch. He was out of time.
Yeah, because you can't decide to use your winch and then, no, I'm going to use it as an assisted thing this time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it happened, and then it like kind of happened so fast, and at the end, and everyone just kind of moved forward, and I was just like,
Huh?
I was like, because they didn't initially call it a DNF, because
Right.
it just happened and he got it through. And
Yeah, because he's like,
oh.
okay, he's always using the advantage of the rules to take advantage to create a finish. Okay, and then they moved on.
They just didn't. So we actually had to go to my video, look at it, and say, like, okay, no, actually, he didn't do it in a way that would have been legal for an assisted winch.
Okay. Because what he would have had to have done in that case, he would have had to say, I'm going to do an assisted winch.
It was more about, like, an assisted winch, the vehicle's not allowed to leave the ground.
Right, exactly. You have to drag it across the ground.
Right.
He just yanked it into the air.
Grabbed it, flipped it, and I will say, quick thinking.
Yeah, totally. I like the creativity.
Wow.
Creativity
way to
points for sure.
The rules.
Yeah.
Kind of bullshit. But at least within the rules.
Especially if he had placed, I think a lot of people would probably have been very upset.
Well, this was in the finals, so you know. But after it happened, I went down to the bottom and I went to the judge and I went,
"Do you want to watch this?
What just happened?"
Hey, just so you know, I was filming that.
I was just looking around like
surely somebody else saw this. I'm not the only stickler for the rules.
The thing was, I didn't know there was an assisted winch rule.
Oh, well, you got to bone up on your Sorka.
So all I saw was dude
throwing his truck in the air.
And then everyone's like, hurrah!
Well done, sir.
What just happened?
Yeah. I watched that happen too, and I was like, huh, I don't think that's a thing. Oh, well, back to all the mountains of work I have to do.
Yeah. Hey, John Holmes joined us. Thank you,
oh,
sir.
Hello,
nice
John.
To see you, sir.
Did John enjoy... He wasn't there, but...
John was not there.
There were a lot of... his motors were...
that was something I did try and do. After every finals run...
We got to do mail call today, too, by the way.
Oh boy, dude, don't. You hear that?
Yes, that sounds like a styrene Reliant body.
I'm so excited. But the at the end of each finals run, I grabbed the truck and just tried to do a
good once over, yeah.
And at the concourse, I also tried to look around a couple. There was so many of those brushed the Holmes Crawlmaster Magnum stubby.
Yep, very popular
like I
motor.
used on my C2.
Yeah,
which I'm very impressed with, but I couldn't believe. Not an inexpensive motor. I absolutely love the one that I used, and they were everywhere.
Yeah.
So
one other thing that I remarked on, I think when I watched your video and I messaged you about, was a lot of the Colorado gents using the fog. They were fucking around a lot. Like in every truck, it seemed.
I did see it on a number of the crawl space guys, yeah. And yeah, I think it was mainly them who I saw running it.
Yeah, but that's pretty interesting. There must be something about that motor.
Well, I think that it's partially that it's kind of like how I had commented on it before. I mean, I tried it initially as soon as it came out. And it's just, there's nothing else to it. It's the motor and everything else is built in, and it is smooth.
Yeah.
It's very slow, which I don't like. But
no, I know you don't like it, but in that situation, I think it actually works to
I
their
could
advantage.
probably get away with being okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So that was the full-on, they were running the Fusions then?
Fusion only.
That's amazing.
I saw 0 axe systems.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see an axe anyway. It's too big of a system. He and Turbot. There were a lot of Fockers there.
Yeah. Holmes says some of them changed to save 3/4 of an ounce
Ah, it's the
compared to
ounces.
compared to a 540 and a 1080.
Understood.
Okay.
Very cool.
Let me
So, okay, back to your controversy for one moment.
yes.
So, what happened to that man? Was he like flogged publicly, or?
It would have been a reposition, not a completion.
Yep.
So he would
have had the reposition points and then a DNF anyway.
he only got 9 progression points and a DNF. So at the same time, I knew that it caused a wee bit of controversy, and I myself.
You guys aren't friends anymore? Is that what we're getting at?
I didn't know the gentleman before the event.
Well, you certainly won't know
just
him
very
now.
competitive.
Yeah.
But also, in the finals for Class 3, it was used again.
Come on.
To finish.
By the same man?
No, the same man was not. Different man. Also a very nice man. But he used it to finish. My decision, though, after, because you may take this as a surprise, you were not the only message that I got saying, what the fuck just happened? So I decided, you know what? Because he used it at the same thing, to finish on time. And I said, you know what? I'm going to cut it just before that. And I'm just going to not include that part in the video.
Right.
Because then I don't get these messages from people being like, geez.
Well, you know.
I don't want to be the scarlet letter of the comp rules.
I mean, it's nice to be on top of stuff. And I mean, you're there, fly on the wall. You're not recording these things. You're not putting like a big red X over it and saying, this is illegal. You're just filming. You know?
Now, right after it happened, and I went down and tapped the judge on the shoulder to explain, since I didn't know the assisted winch rule, and everybody else just seemed to
be fine with it.
Walk on to the next person. He explained it to me, and I was like, oh. So I talked to camera, explaining what was told to me, that it was an assisted winch, and that's what happened. And then afterwards,
after it all blew up, you decided,
they discussed,
I don't need to put that in.
I downloaded the video and I showed them there, because they came to me. I didn't go well, here's the video.
Yeah, you're not that guy.
I'm going to definitely withhold any names.
Yeah, it's not your responsibility to. You can do that as a journalist.
On a different. I found myself one time almost doing it, and then I immediately withdrew myself.
Yep.
But I saw now in the comp world, you're there to win. Some people at
all costs.
Sometimes there's rules in there about touching the truck yourself or things like that. Now, part of that I get,
don't touch someone else's truck.
No, safety, if a truck runs into you, there's only so much you can do.
Well, yeah, no, totally. If it's rolling down a hill,
it rolls back and it touches you, but some of that stuff is supposed to be points.
Yeah. And
there was many times where I saw it and the person didn't say anything, the judge didn't see it, and they moved on.
Okay.
I saw a couple of situations of a penalty happen, a judge call it, and a scorekeeper not get it written down.
Ooh.
And a few things. But then I saw some people, even in this same vein, I'm gonna choose not to use names.
Yeah, well,
even though it's a massive compliment. There were some people that were the best sportsmen I had seen call out their own penalties every single time.
Yeah.
Judge would have seen it or not.
Because you know what?
And that's also very tight competitors.
But that's the spirit of competition. And those are the type of people that I have a lot more respect for.
I do too. Even though myself, I bet there may be a time that I was like, oh, that was a little blip of a reverse that the judge didn't catch. I'm only going to get positive 42 points on this course now. Thank you very much.
Positive 42. Man, I'm killing this. I'm not saying anything about that extra 1 point. It might come down to me and another guy, so when we're shooting for second last, I know I don't want to be last.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I like that. I respect the fact that people are honest and upfront and are willing to admit their shortcomings.
You know, you see a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%. When you're filming everything and you're not participating in like a, because I mean nobody thought you were gonna win. So when you're just participating and filming, it is interesting how much you see, and how much goes on. Not that every comp is like that and everyone is like that. There are so many great people in this hobby, and I don't think that we should focus on the negative. We should focus on the positive. That was a great event. Well run, well organized by Jason and his whole team. Amazing that they got to put it on, all things considered, of course. Looked like it was pretty safe and people were fairly good about, maintaining distance and
being outside like that.
It's a little bit easier for sure.
You're in much better conditions to be.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people.
Even when, outside, you're fine. The rules there was a lot of those comments on the video, like, you're wearing masks outside, you're fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
It was the rules of the park.
Yeah, exactly. Right? If you want to participate in this, you got to abide by other people's rules. It doesn't matter your personal freedoms, all that stuff. These are the rules. So, yeah. That's all we need to say about that. But it looked like a really great event. I'm really disappointed that I missed it. I will not miss it for 2022. When the shirts are actually the right shirts.
You know what? That's like I put in the caption.
Got my first 2020
shirt. I think I called that I was going to get 3 this year if it happens.
Yeah, and
Dale C says that I need to check. Someone else did an RCPC. I will check that, Dale.
Oh, I've seen it. It's very good. It does a lot more than ours will do.
Oh.
Yeah, it's autonomous.
Okay. Is it Kit?
No, it was a guy. He did a project specifically for his It was a semi, and it was induction charging even.
Oh.
So it would drive up to the charging station, and just but he did it for his like dissertation to get his master's degree in computer science and engineering. So, kudos. Well done. Yes. Javier Anaya, thanks for the $4.99. Wait, you're going to build a flat rail truck too? Now I must build one just to feed my tiny truck addiction. Yeah, it's probably going to happen. I think I'll take up. I think I'll take them up on that offer from TGH.
So, yeah, why not? We should all have.
Everybody should build a flat rail chassis. I had a Toyzuki for like a hot minute, and then I was like,
I'm never going to stop making fun of them.
No. This does not change things. No, this is just so we can appreciate how not cool they are.
You need to have the experiences to continue to discuss these things as we
Exactly.
do. You can't just not try the thing. I've tried to paint bodies.
Yeah, you're not good at it.
And this is why I talk. See?
Right. Honesty is the best policy. Psycho13 Garage, thanks for the $5. You guys should get in on the world's fastest WPL D12 comp that is going on.
I know. I saw that.
Is that really a thing?
WPL even sent it to me. But
and
as much as I'm interested in it, it's a no-go for me right now.
Why? Because of the rules?
No. Just because I want to get everything else done.
Yes, we have enough going on right now. We got to get these RCPCs done.
We both have other things planned that we need to execute once these are done.
What's that other thing?
The little thing.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be such a thing.
I know, it is.
No, I probably won't be going to Axel Fest. Oh,
poor us. Gary Shoemaker, thank you very much.
Poor little influencer.
Even though I won't. Yeah, Gary sent me on the Instagram questions today. He said, "Will you pay my ultra while I build it?"
I mean, yeah. Why not?
I hope you like. What would you call this color, Matt? Like a
cerulean.
Yeah, I've got a semi-clean brush still.
What you should do?
Paint and swirl.
Get some of the Proline Lexan paint. Okay, hear me out. Got your body right in front of you. Just pour some into your mouth, and just go.
I am art.
I think that would be pretty sick.
I think I would be quite sick afterwards.
Well, you don't swallow it. Don't say it.
Never satisfied RC. Thank you very much, Josh. Thanks to your build. I got SCX-10 straight axle and put them under an SCX-10 build. My question, are those 475 tires? My question is, are those 475 tires on the MST Jeep? Yes. Proline crawlers.
The only tire I use.
TGH, thank you, sir. Tell Matt we'll send him the whole setup. He has the life-changing experience. Front motor, mount, T-case, and skid. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
You're all set.
I'm all set. I just need to get one of the world's fastest winches in it. Because I'd be using it a lot.
You know what? I do not suggest it for you yet.
Come on. I'm ready.
You should get it, but you're going to need a beat. I know it's direct power, but I still think you should run it off a receiver, just so it runs at 6 volts. Just because I don't think you can handle it.
Cut my fingers off.
It's so fast.
I know. I was watching it.
What is happening?
I honestly, when I saw it happen the first time, I was like, no. I rewound it because I was like, that can't be. That's not a winch. He's just got a free spool. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. That was a thing.
So crazy. And I don't know if they were running. I don't know if they're running because there's a fast gear set and a slow gear set.
They were all running the slow. Guaranteed. The fast one goes plaid.
Nerd.
Yeah, but you got it.
How are you nerding up talking about RC winches?
Oh, yeah, right. Because that's the problem. How am I nerding up talking about RC cars?
Can we do? Speaking of nerd.
Yeah, let's do mail call.
Mail call real quick.
Yeah, mail call.
You should go first because mine's going to top yours.
Only if you like 3-wheeled idiot vehicles. All right, mail call. The first thing I got this week was a box of goodies from Shapeways, courtesy of AmPro Engineering.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm doing a super scale
Sand Scorcher. God.
Yeah. Look at that cage, man.
Cool.
This was printed on Shapeways SLS nylon laser sintering printers. And with no supports. How do they do it? I don't know. Science. But there's little tiny visors, and there's a mirror. Look at that. Look at that. Craziness. So that came. There's also a whole rear sort of bulkhead sort of dealy. Look at that. It's got his name on it and everything.
Oh, God.
These parts are so beautiful and just amazing. He sent along some bonuses. I mean, there's all the clear parts for the dashboard, and there's the pedals and everything. There's all kinds of great. Look at the dash and the steering wheel. It's all really, really nice stuff. So obviously I have a sand scorcher, but you guys knew that. But what he sent along as a bonus was a tiny old little Futaba Magnum. Remember that old controller?
Yes.
Yeah. So like a little tiny version that I can put on the seat or something, which I thought was pretty sick. I'll pull it out here because it's worth taking a look at. But all this stuff is going to go... Look at that, man. It's crazy.
You're blown out on my image, but either way, I still... Oh, there you go.
So
That's cool.
Awesome.
That is very cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be a really fun project that I have to get started on ASAP. And that's not even the Tamiya project that they sent me that other box for.
Oh, which
something else entirely.
I did get a text from Mr. Holmes saying that he has a proportional controller that he could send you to learn on. You can turn your EPAs down.
It's the junior version. I'll take it. I'm happy to. If he wants to send it, I'll take it. And since do you have anything other than that ridiculous thing, or just that one thing?
I do, but I don't even think I have them in the room. So
well, I also got that box, that that mystery box. I got a mystery box.
Oh, are you able to show that?
No, I'm not. I'm not able to show that.
Wow, cool story then for mail time.
It's gonna be fun though. But I also, where's that other thing? Oop, sorry. I ordered some other stuff. It hasn't shown up yet. Where's that other thing? Oh, it's in the other room. Never mind. Oh, that chair. But I did order some stuff from Mr. John Robert Holmes. This is a revolver, because it says so on the box. But look at this tiny little motor. It's adorable.
What is that? What's it going to go in?
This part spins. Just so you know.
The outside.
Yeah, so
runs around in circles.
When you plug it into a speed controller and a battery, don't try to hold it by this part. Because what'll happen is it'll go zip and like spin right out of your hand and scroll around on the desk and ruin this thing. But this I bought because it's so narrow that I think I can fit this and the GCM scale transmission into an Element truck so I can run a full interior and not have to move anything around.
I see.
All for the sake of scale. It's going in the extra cab, the SR5.
I'm not going to show it, but I have that same motor in a truck with the full interior.
There you go. See? Because it's so small. It's I think this is the 1800 kV one, which is just perfect for me.
Yes, of course it is. 'Cause you don't like to get anywhere fast.
I don't like to do anything. Full stop.
Yes. Thank you, Joe. It says, here's a tip for spotting my son on one of the Class 1 courses at Nationals. It was much appreciated. He was pretty excited. And he was a hell of a driver.
Oh. I like it when children are better than men.
I mean...
Full-size adults, I mean.
He may have bested my score. I don't doubt it.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Yes. I definitely got to... I'm glad it was the course I got to spot him on, because it was the only one I finished in Class 1. I was like, I got this one. Don't worry.
It's not working.
Okay. Here it is.
Let's see this thing. I mean, I've already seen it, but
it's going to be a little blown out in the camera. But this
is unimpressive.
It's hard plastic, like super thick body.
That's called styrene.
I just want to. I wish I could show you the detail. Moose Jaw is going to have a great time painting this.
Poor Joe. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh, he's excited already. I can tell. It's so good.
All right.
And then here's the little chassis it goes on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that sounds like a really good servo.
It is. It has suspension. Look at that.
That's quite the servo saver too. I guess you're expecting a lot of really advanced
You would be incorrect because that is not a servo saver.
Oh, it isn't?
That is just. Oh wait, you're right. Never mind. I was wrong.
Just so, hold on, everybody. Just mark the time for me. Put it in the comments. Let me know when he said I was wrong. I just want to be able to use that later.
He wants to auto-tune it. So it's basically, it's basically a pan car. It came fully, basically RTR. ESC in there.
Is that a Mabushi?
This actually says that it's a Camtech Satan.
What? Cool. Oh, wow. Satan. Hail Satan.
Satan. Also has rear suspension.
Yeah, I see that. This is obviously like, I don't know if I like that.
Mad flex.
Yeah. I guess this is sort of like for idiotic enthusiasts who are like, mate, let's all run these same weird cars. And then all 5 of them get together.
It is for what they call banger racing.
Whoa. Hold on. I'm not interested. I am out.
Where they drive around in an oval and bang into each other. We'll try and do the fastest, as many laps as possible.
Copy.
I bought it on eBay out of the UK.
Yep, I figured as much.
For an undisclosed amount of money. Not because I don't want to say, but because I don't remember.
Fair, because it took so long to get there.
No, it was actually pretty fast. It was only like so Jesse Schultz in here, one of my moderators, sent it in the mod chat. He said, "Take a look at this." I said, "Well, isn't that interesting? I've purchased it. Thank you very much." But it was
can't pull one over on Josh, Jesse, if it's got 3 wheels.
No. It was all he sent it. I clicked on it and I bought it before I responded to his message. I think it was like 100. I think it was about 140 Phoenix, but I think it was 140 pounds.
Oh, so more like $200.
Like 170 or something like that.
You know what though? That's not a bad deal for what you're getting.
It's RTR.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got a shitty little ESC and a Satan motor.
Hail Satan.
So yeah, and what definitely feels like a pretty stout body.
Now, well, it's going to need to be for all that power.
I'm going to task Joe probably to cut the windows out.
You already said he's painting it, so obviously he's doing the windows. Wait,
yes.
Keep the windows in for all the aerodynamic advantage.
No, I think so.
Darkside RC, I split my music between Music Bed and Epidemic. And I pay subscription fees for both of those.
I am currently only buying from Epidemic, but Matt has brought up Music Bed to me, and I've thought about signing up.
If you want to use the same music that Arma and Axial use, if you want to use the exact same tracks, like I found out, Music Bed. Dale C, thanks for the $5. My grandpa wants his elementary school chair back. Well, he can't have it. The steamer needs its tires rotated. You're slacking. By the way, you're 2-1 while the wife is gone. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So my wife is never gone. But you're right. I do need to rotate these. It's a little harder to do because the steam engine, I have to move the pistons. And I really should oil it. It hasn't been oiled in some time. But thank you, Dale. Much appreciated.
Yeah. So this is made by Camtech for anyone else who's interested in going out and buying one right away. Kamtec.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. I'm so excited.
You're going to drive it around the shop. Dan will drive it around the shop. You'll laugh.
I'm gonna host my own 3-wheeled vehicle race between the Camtech, the Sidecar, the Flamingo, the Dancing Rider.
I think Joe's already come up with a theme for you on that little thing.
Oh, he suggested a few.
I don't know if he suggested this one, but this one's pretty great.
Oh, I have the Tuk Tuk.
Bangers and mash.
Bang.
Do you know what bangers and mash is?
I think it's potatoes and sausage.
Well, it's mashed potatoes.
Okay.
What is this for?
What's the banger?
They're sausages.
Okay, so I was correct.
You're mostly right.
I was absolutely right.
All right. This is semantics, okay? My hair is acting up. Can we just get the motors? Vidjo. Always in for a good comedy. That's funny. Can we just get the... I just want the Satan motor.
Yeah. At least my three-wheel vehicle collection is...
Rich, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet, Rich. Don't leave, Rich. Rich, don't leave. We have to ask you about the chud juice that you found down your driveway. The weird black juice that was coming out of the... Where's the...
We'll see if he responds to that.
Rich, the juice.
You...
Was it from the chuds?
What is that reference?
You don't even know what a chud is? It's a carnivorous humanoid underground dweller.
From what movie?
Chuds.
Oh.
From the movie Chuds.
You know what? Missed that one.
You didn't see Chuds?
No.
Oh. I thought like everyone's seen Chuds. It's one of those movies that, I don't know if you're old enough for this, but when you would go into like the family-run video store, Chuds...
And you go through the beads.
No, before the beads. Before beads.
Chuds 1 and Chuds 2.
There was a Chuds 2. But it was one of those boxes in the horror section with like this like...
Yeah, exactly.
Really convincing cover that you're like, oh, this looks like a really great horror movie that I desperately want to see. And then you would rent it. It was trash. But Chuds is stuck with me. It's my answer for everything.
I'm just saying, I did think Chuds was in the horror section as well, but...
Did you say horror or horror?
Horror. Jeremiah Salberg, thank you, sir. Just bought my first Polar Pro V2 and Mamba X. Also, just bought Incision shocks and Incision drive shafts. Request you draw something. You know what? I have not been anywhere near that area. We have been... For one, I was gone
busy.
From Thursday to Monday, and now I'm just playing catch up, trying to get as much done. We've got a very busy next couple of weeks ahead of us.
It's still running out of the neighbor's drain. The black juice. That's so weird. Perry G, thanks for the $5. Josh, if anyone wants one, everyone else, crickets.
Gray Matterfab. He says, did you pull the trigger on the ATC 250 three-wheeler on eBay? I believe he sent it to me on Instagram, and it was at $25 on eBay.
$25?
For this, $25. And I bid it up to $50 immediately. Automatically outbid. I was like, so then I bid up to $75 and still outbid. Last I checked, it was like 105, and I was just like, I'm out.
I'm out. Can't do it.
Because it's a toy grade, not. So I was just like, I can't.
There is the Kyosho one though. You should look at the Kyosho one. If you can find that one. My Moose Jaw's going. My wife totally yelling. I know that Chuds, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. I'm glad that, see, I'm not the only cultured person here.
Right. Tanya's got that one.
Is that her name, Tanya?
Javier, thank you. Sorry, Josh, but he's starting on the VFD. Is there supposed to? There's just bag D1 on the VFD.
Yes, Josh is very familiar with the D bag.
Thanks.
I got to use that joke in my live build, which you should watch to see how not to build it. No, I did a great job, I think.
Sure.
It's all together.
Did, except
look what wheels and tires I put on it, just for fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The
So
very
ugly.
first thing you were doing.
It was
you
wrong.
Live build. So you can go watch Matt starting on the very first step, which is attaching the ring gear to the locker. And I'm just pounding on my keyboard. You're using the wrong screws.
Don't do what Johnny Don't does.
First thing, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to leave my desk.
Nope. You're going to have to watch the whole thing. That's how I plan these things. Make you watch. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I forgot.
Oh, the Scale Studio, thank you very much for the £5. I'm so late. Apologies. Well, it's very early there, I believe, so it's acceptable.
Here, I'm just going to tuck that up in there. There we go.
Oh, God.
Toxic Avenger. That's right. That's
So
one too.
I'm still recouping slightly from the long trip. Last night got a pretty decent night. Oh, felt so good to like just sleep in my own bed again though. Just
Yeah, I can't wait till I get to sleep in my own bed again. I've been up till like 2, 3 in the morning working every night this week. And when I go up to bed, the dog has my spot. And
so do you curl up
Yeah.
on the thing at the end of the day?
I get a little strip along the edge where I have to like.
I remember waking up late, and I'm an edge of the bed sleeper anyway. But I was waking up and like catching myself from going off. I told Nicole, I was like, "Can you scoot back?" She goes, "I can't. The iPad's over there."
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, she's like, I can't. I'm watching the iPad. God. Check. Has he unpacked the suitcase, or is that Nicole's job too? It is. It's still.
Oh God, it doesn't matter. It's like got 4 shirts in it and nothing else. He doesn't change pants or underpants. He just
Incorrect.
different
It was
T-shirt.
Everything that was needed was in there because Nicole packed it.
How many Scale Builders Guild merch items do you own?
I have one that says Harley on it.
Harley Resigns?
Yes.
Okay.
Semantics again. But
Yeah, well, you have one, so that's good.
and then I have sticker sheets. I believe that they reside in my box of things labeled scale stuff.
Right. And then you have your Vanquish bowling shirt. Right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I have more than one of those.
It might be time to update that design.
Yeah, I suppose. Nicole was saying it's getting a little old.
It was old 10 years ago.
It's a nice shirt, thank you.
I mean, if you want to look like you live in a booth. I'm coming out of the booth. Quack RC, thanks for the $2. No need to apologize for being late. Everyone's allowed to be tardy every once in a while. Hope all is well.
I'm not sure if you're correct or not, but Tacoed Honcho is saying that it's cannibal humanoid.
Yeah, it's cannibalistic. I said carnivorous, but it is cannibalistic. Yes. I admit my mistake.
We're 1 and 1.
He does need to get himself a nice tactical hip bag. You're right, Colby.
I have a nice tactical hip bag.
So do I. Where's mine? Here's mine. I don't even own my own merch. Although I am wearing this sweatshirt right now. This is mine. This is a nice one. Look at that.
That is nice.
Got the mole on the back.
I believe that is the one that I initially was making fun of you for on the Proline by the Fire Ultra Fusion video.
Absolutely. It very much is that one. And I had all kinds of spare parts just in case. Oh, wow. That's from one of the speed runs, I think. when I was constantly blowing out my
17
mil hexes. And he's got to have some muskol just in case.
Is that nasal spray or deer piss? Like
it's the it's the insect repellent. Because in the east here, we get a lot of bugs.
I thought it was like if you were you're hunting and needed to throw off the scent.
I don't want the male deer to know I'm here. Giant T-wrench.
I think I have that one. I do.
Nice. Wait, I think mine's a little bit
Power
different.
of Christ.
Hail Satan. Terrible. Demonetize. A number of GoPro mounts, some chapstick, a little box of bits, just in case I need bits. Hey, thanks for buying a shirt today, Psycho Garage.
Do you have a box of bobs?
Yeah, this.
Well,
the bobs might be in here somewhere. You know what? This counts as bits and bobs. There's all kinds of little screws and nuts and bolts in there. What else do we got? Some gum.
You keep old gum in your. You didn't put it back in because you realized that was ridiculous, didn't you?
Let's see how old this gum. Ooh, that's going right in the garbage.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, we do not need to chew on that.
At this point, I believe that it's probably absorbed the earthy undertones of the last place you traveled.
It's true. Yeah, that might be Proline gum. Tylenol for when I get headaches on the trails.
That is not nearly enough Tylenol.
No, that is just for breakfast. Proline pin, because why not? Oh, the handiest tool ever, the ProTech phone Dean's adapter.
Ah.
Very handy.
Very handy if you still run Dean's, like a caveman.
Dean's good. Battery charged. Oh, just in case.
Do people who run Dean's just look at these yellow oddball plugs and just...
What's that do?
like...
Advil, for when the Tylenol's not good enough. 2 more chapsticks. Just in case.
I make fun of you, but currently...
How many... Yeah, your lips are probably burned to hell.
So bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all funny until you need some chapstick. You stupid idiot with all your chapsticks. I wish I had a chapstick.
Yeah.
My lips. Yeah. It's good to have a tactical hip bag. It's great to have all that stuff available without having to load yourself up with a backpack on. No, there's no sweat at all that way.
Except on this one specific small
Just
side.
one tiny little area.
The Scale Studio, thank you. Can you start a petition for more SBG and Harley decals on Element decal sheets? 15 pounds for 2 each it gets expensive.
Wow, you should just buy my decal sheets where I give you 20.
I'd even maybe let Matt put mine on there, but I don't know.
It's because I didn't ask you.
Yeah,
and I don't want to put it on there, but I will now. I've got the file. What are you going to do? Stop me?
I know. My 10-2 has been chopped. The person who had it before chopped the frame up to the rear shock towers. Also, it's my birthday. Happy birthday. Jeremiah.
Ooh,
you know what? Chopped frame, nothing wrong with that. Take the opportunity and follow the video that I haven't done yet on the absolute basic tools needed for fabrication. One that's on the top of my list to get done.
Jay Walker, you can put a Scale Builder's Guild sticker on anything you want. There's no restrictions on how to use those stickers.
Soon, even a flat rail chassis.
Yeah. Well, because mine will be I'll ruin it by putting a full interior and styrene body on it.
Quack RC, thank you as well. Hey, the footage was awesome, man. Hope all is well.
All
is well now that I'm back into starting
studio.
To live again.
Yeah.
Ben was asking why I didn't show one of the rigs at the end of one of the runs in class 2, and he wouldn't let me film it. So
okay, cool. No offense, but that's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, did he win the event?
No.
Okay, then that's even more ridiculous.
Okay.
But, I mean, cool. It's your prerogative. You don't have to show it. I get
it. It had
it.
some parts on it that he didn't want to have seen.
Because they were illegal.
Illegal.
Let's quickly talk about RC 4-wheel drive Go Scale Day.
Excuse me?
They're having a day. It's like a hashtag Go Scale Day. I think it's hashtag Go Scale Day. I don't know. I can't remember.
Go scale yourself.
The Scalies.
The Scalies.
But it's May 1st, 2021. They're urging people, encouraging people to go out safely and enjoy their RCs and post up with the hashtag Go Scale. I just want to make sure I get this right. Hashtag RC 4-wheel drive Go Scale Day. And then tag RC 4-wheel drive. There's going to be
Can we come up with
prizes,
that
giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So there you go.
I think everybody should go do that. But just take your truck with you to the grocery store
And put it on the scale.
No, just in the cart. Take the photo. The bread aisle. Just take it to places that are.
I'm going to take it to the junk depot where they have the big industrial scale. And I'm just going to put it on that.
You're gonna go very literal with this, huh?
Yeah. Go scale. Maybe get a fish. There's all kinds of options. But yeah, there's going to be the best photos are going to be selected to be entered into a giveaway. So you could win some cool stuff from RC 4-wheel drive. Go scale guy.
Alex, one of my moderators. Fun fact: a Camelback fits an entire box of Franzia.
What's Franzia?
The boxed wine.
Oh, we don't have that here.
What?
I've never heard of
out.
Franzia.
Honestly, if you like wine, like myself, but
you're a bit of a wine guy, eh?
I do, but also only a small glass every several days.
A tipple, if you will.
Then it's great because it lasts forever, and honestly, it just never runs out. It just goes forever and ever.
Fair.
So yeah, it's not a bad investment. I can't believe you don't have boxed wine.
I'm not much of a wine guy, if I'm honest. I drink it every once in a while, but I prefer hard liquor.
Perfect. What do I have planned for Friday Night Live?
Oh, what do you have planned for Friday Night Live? Because I'm going to be not paying attention and not watching.
Well, we should all know by now that I will be working on the other new 3-wheeler, which I've lost. What did I do with it? Found it. So, the other...
Did you just go, where's the chassis? I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
It was hidden. So, yes. The other new 3-wheeler. And I've got a brushless system for it, and servos, and I bought tires and wheels.
Take that Scale Builders Guild sticker off there.
I will not. You can't make me.
Joe did a great job painting that. Boy, oh boy.
I didn't buy it fair and square.
Is the Sabre, is that a sticker or is it a...
That is a sticker.
Okay.
The rest of this is paint. Well, other than this. This is a sticker.
Yeah.
And he made that as a sticker.
That's pretty great.
But the rest of what you see, the SBG... This is the only one that doesn't have a Harley Smells. He must have used all the Harley Smells bumper stickers.
On his own trucks.
Yeah. No, he put one on my drag car.
That's great.
So, but Joe did a fantastic job.
Yeah, that's spectacular. So. That looks really, really good. I've actually...
it looks much less phallic now.
Not, no.
But
less.
Less.
What's that thing people have been saying lately? Less words?
Say less.
Say less. I was like...
Say less.
I don't... It sounds rude. I don't like it. I don't like what these kids are using the words now.
It's just a modification to the say no more.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's
Just
it's
say
saying
less.
it's saying even less than say no more.
Exactly. Just
Joe goes, need a full sheet of Josh Smell stickers, please. Before I forget, Adam Kaiser, if you're watching, happy early birthday. It's March 26th. So thought I'd shout you out there, my man. Hope it's a good one.
so yes, that is my Friday Night Live build plan.
For the thing that I can't show, that I put a mystery box photo up the other day. I've already come up with a theme for that.
I was analyzing the cardboard.
Oh, excellent. I like a good box discussion.
I've seen that cardboard before.
Have you now?
That is not Taiwanese cardboard. That is Chinese cardboard.
Interesting. Okay, guys, put your guesses in the chat. I won't acknowledge any of them. So you're saying it's Chinese then, eh?
Yep, it is.
Is it?
I feel confident.
You're confident in that. Okay, I'll have
you told me what it is?
I think so. I don't know. You've been away.
Yes, I have. We haven't talked much. We've been busy.
It's true. Alex goes, I'm going to guess Faijan, just so you say it. Faijan.
Perry G's comment actually got flagged, but I've okayed it now. Perry G just said, Josh just admitted he's the cardboard bitch.
No, he's just an expert cardboard bitch.
I just see a lot of cardboard.
Yeah, he sees a lot of it.
I loaded my truck up with cardboard last night.
Right.
When I went to work.
All my mods already know what it is. But whatever it is, I have come up with a theme for it. On the whatever it is, threat level midnight.
I like it. Golden face. You gonna paint the driver as golden face?
I don't know if I'm gonna. Does it have driver? I don't know if it has a driver or not. I don't know.
Let's try it.
Does it have a driver? That's a great question. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do threat level midnight. I think it's just a great combination of words, and it's a great homage to the Sabre mobile.
Yes, it was.
I love that. I love that song that they did. Dunder Mifflin and Sabre.
Yeah,
and then they're like Saber.
Dunder Mifflin and Saber.
So it's obvious that Michael told them, no, it's Sabre. It's got to be Sabre. Do a song about Sabre. Was this done last week?
What were you in the middle? What was I in the middle of talking about until you interrupted me?
Who cares? Was this done?
Oh.
I don't think this was done last week, but it's
no, it wasn't. It didn't have windows.
Yeah, it's got windows.
Or it didn't have tinted windows.
It's got the tint because I'm hiding all of the electronics in there, but it does have an interior.
It does. It looks like you did a Walmart tint job on it. You know, like where you buy the tint yourself.
I did buy the tint myself, and
it's got bubbles everywhere.
Of course, as it's supposed to. I did that intentionally.
Yeah, so that it looked like a Toyota.
Yeah, but look at the look at this. Look at the decals that I cut myself. I cut those out on my Cricut Trekker. And it's got some bumper stickers on it. And it's all ready to go. I just need a life to go out and do it.
Yeah, I can understand that. Cardboard bitch.
Cardboard bitch.
That's time. They were emptying my truck of cardboard today. And then also, from being in the desert, my truck was very dirty.
Don't doubt it.
So they washed it.
Oh, your detailing company right next door.
No, the cardboard helper. And
oh my God. Did you pay the man to help you?
I mean, he was on the clock.
Oh God.
I did not help.
All right, Larry. There's not a lot of cardboard today, so wash Josh's truck. Sorry, I meant Jeep with a bed on it.
Jeep. That's a truck.
It's not. And self-admittedly,
I-
you didn't fit all the stuff in there that you needed to.
It did fit.
With the tailgate down.
No, it just went at an angle.
I was gonna send you a picture. I saw another guy whose bed had to go down because he couldn't fit the dresser in the back of it. I was killing myself.
I drove the Jeep down onto the rocks
You event. Sure did.
And I had to have the tailgate down because I was giving Ty a ride down there. Ty
how is Ty?
Space.
I haven't seen him.
He was great. It was good seeing him. I hadn't seen him in a while. It was good to catch up.
Nice.
We had dinner on Sunday night as well. But Schultz was riding shotgun, and I noticed that he had his phone out and he was taking a photo of the screen when I had it in reverse, which was odd because the tailgate was down, so the camera was pointing at the ground. But the reason he was taking a photo of it was because he had taken the license plate frame off of my Jeep and replaced it with an Element one.
Of course he did.
So it was looking down right at the license plate.
Nice. That's great. All the hardcore off-roading he was doing. Yeah, yes, exactly, right. Dana. Exactly. Craig Thompson, sitting here on the Camtech site, do I order the RTR 3-wheeler or the kit version to go brushless?
Well, you know what? I don't necessarily know that I saw that there was a kit version, mainly probably because I bought it on eBay. I would have bought the kit, but at the same time, I'm not upset that I got the RTR one.
Well, that way you can have spec racing. Hail Satan.
I mean, don't knock my... Look at that flex.
Oh, it's tight. I like it.
Just saying.
Alex Callie said, you can fit a water heater in the bed. It's a truck. I go, maybe a tankless water heater would fit. Hey, stop moving that servo around. We can play that game all night.
It's the new mic. It wouldn't normally be so bad with my other one.
All your fiddling.
I know. I have to... This mic situation has been very painful for me the last couple of days.
I'm really sorry.
So yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so when are we what's the next comp then?
We've got Red Rocks happening in I forgot what day it was. June-ish, maybe? Is that right?
Okay, so that's probably not a go for me.
Okay, well, Proline by the Fire got moved till September.
Possible.
Right. June 7th is Red Rocks, which I do plan to go to.
Will you be competing?
I think that I will, and I think that I'll probably build Class 1, 2, and 3s.
You are a glutton for punishment.
I think that sounds like a fantastic idea.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
I'm going to be switching over to 48-volt winches on everything. So...
Now, careful, son. You can really hurt your finger on this, okay?
Yes. So, yes, I'm thinking I'm going to build 1, 2, and 3s.
All right.
Granted, I have a 2 that it needs some points.
Yeah. Needs a couple bedrolls glued to it.
We should discuss that.
You want to? Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
They posted the scores from the event. In Class 1, out of all of the trucks, somehow mine was the only one that they lost the sheet on, so I got 0 scale points.
Yes. Amazing.
Class 2, they mistyped it, and they gave me positive 30.
It was supposed to be 23, but they somehow... Minus 23, and they gave you positive 30?
It was supposed to be 30, negative 30, and it turned into positive 30.
I love that. That's great.
I glued in some scale items and did a few things before the event.
Good for you. It's going to be really difficult for me to actually play to that sort of the comp idea of scale points as opposed to my version of scale points.
It's almost impossible for me.
What, to just like stick things on and be happy with that?
So like a lot of the interiors and things like that these guys who are competitive are, it's like that foam
core, or like the flexible foam stuff.
Yeah. And it's just like loosely shaped and like cut out, and just I can't do it.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Like, the whole point of whatever I'm going to be doing is to show it on the internet.
I felt bad putting a Lexan interior in this one. Like, I could have gone a lot crappier with this one, but I put a Vanquish interior in there and a printed dashboard that is accurate to an FJ80. It's too much. It'll never win, but it looks great.
It does. It does.
I wonder if Ben still wants this. He hasn't messaged me in a few weeks, so
now
probably not.
There is. I think it should be noted that I believe that all of the trucks in the finals
were hard body.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if they're not in Class 3, because Nabil was running a Power Wagon.
He had a Power Wagon, yeah.
But beyond that, Class 2, I don't think, not all the trucks in Class 2 were either, but like 4 of the 5 in every class, if not 5 of 5.
That's great. That makes me pretty happy.
So it's worth noting.
Yeah.
But like that is all that there was to inner fenders and things like that. It was just that foam with some other stuff, with some other foam like hot glued to it. That's it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It looks awful.
It doesn't. I get it. I totally get it.
Looks awful.
It's not how I would want to compete.
Well, honestly, it's not that for me. I get that. And
I get it.
It is how I would want to compete. But it's not what I would be okay with making for content.
No, exactly. So here's some foam I glued together. It's just that doesn't.
And I get it. At the same time, it's just like, it's almost like maybe you should do that for content, because like, here's what they're doing to win. That's not true. I shouldn't. Not to demean their dedication to practice and tuning and things like that. But they're actually taking every competitive advantage on top of their ability to drive.
Right. They're playing to the strength of the rules or the weakness of the rules. Actually, they're playing to the weakness of the rules to get away, and it's not a bad thing. I'm not being negative about it. They're getting away with it though, in order to be more competitive, and they can also back it up because they can drive the hell out of these trucks. So all the power to them, and I am not taking away from that. It's just, for me, on a personal level, I can't build like that. I can't.
Right. But Thomas Downey Jr.
That's good.
I was saying 3D print your interior. That would be much heavier.
Way heavier.
Than any of the options we're talking about.
Yeah. Like my Lexan interior is super light, but it's still super heavy in comparison to what some of these comp guys are doing.
A very basic foam thing. And like Perry was saying here, it seems like Lexan inner fenders would be light and look better. They probably would be close to the same weight as this foam, but they are not forgiving, like, because of how you would have to construct them. They wouldn't be as necessarily forgiving as this foam is. This foam just moves. It just moves out of the way.
Yeah.
It's so quick, so easy. You can make it in no time. Like, what type of foam?
I have some here.
It's like
hang on.
People use it for like making things on crickets.
Yeah, it's like hang on.
It's not PVA foam, is it?
No.
You sure?
Stand by. It's this stuff.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But that's way thicker.
Is this is too thick?
That looks significantly thicker, but maybe not. Maybe it's not.
This is only like maybe 040, 060, maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
maybe,
that's
but
what
it's
they're
close to
using.
that.
Or you can cut up your wife's yoga mat.
No, that's definitely way thicker. Jake S. I think it's lame. So with winching, I get how winch. Like I don't like to winch, but I'll do it in competition to be competitive because winching is a massive skill. People are like, "Oh, you should be able to make. They should be able to make the climb." It's not like just pulling a winch and then so you can.
It's an art form. I love watching winching.
Art form of how these guys are winching. It's a time thing. You can't just winch every gate. You don't have the time.
No, you don't.
You have to get your truck into a position where it's stable so that you can pull the winch. You can't just like drive up and be like, I'm going to pull a winch here because your truck might not be stable. It's also a penalty. It's an art.
Yeah, it totally is. Rancid Fruit Loop, great screen name. Talking hard bodies, have you built a classic Range Rover? Yes, I have. I'm very pleased with this one.
It is cool if you like Range Rovers.
I'm sort of a fan. I've had 2 classic Range Rovers.
Yes,
the first one I had...
Both looked good.
The first one I had, I miss terribly. I should not have sold that one. Yeah. Hard body, a resin pop off a rotocast from... Like, a guy built one out of styrene, and then he did a bunch of casts of it. I think he only did like 10. And I should have hung on to that one. I don't know where that one is. It's one of those ones that you sell, and then you never see it again.
Right.
This one is the JS Scale hard body. It's got a full engine bay, like a total nerd.
Massive body. Or you have tiny hands. I'm not sure which one.
No, it's huge. It's like 8th scale. It's ginormous. This man is too small for it, but good enough for now. Lots of Knight Customs 3D printed accessories on top. His stuff is great. Like once you, like I'm sure on the Prusa, I wouldn't have to do any sanding at all, but I had to do a little bit of sanding on this one. Anyway, yes, I've done a Range Rover Classic. This one's on a GCM C-Max chassis, Tekin electronics. It's great. I still haven't run it yet because I finished it last year just before snowfall happened, I think. And I was like, I'll run it in the mud later. Kevin Nugent, thanks for the $6.99, my man. Cheers. No, Stabby Josh, that license plate is just British humor.
Right.
Not an homage to self-love.
Would be cooler if it was LS swapped. It's a hobby. Good one.
Bryson, it's like 8.5 scale. Yeah, it's a big truck.
Yes, quite large. 70G, I'm looking up for it. It says they used winching in 1-to-1, and that is true in 1-to-1 competition, kind of. So I ran in We Rock, full-size rock crawling competition, and winching is allowed, but it is a 30-point penalty.
Oof.
And point out is 40 points. So
whoa.
I don't know that I ever saw anybody actually use it in any of the times that I competed. It's basically it basically kills it for you. The only reason you would use it is if you were running like a course like that you knew nobody else was getting through, so you were ready to go pull rope so that you could get if like one of the first gate. So in full size crawling, there's usually 4 gates per course because they're bigger and it's
10 gates would be forever.
It would take you 2 acres
and 4 years to get the comp done.
So it while they do use it, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
They also don't use it in the same way, I promise, as in tiny trucks.
Holy hell no.
Are going back through and then up to the cage, and they can basically Spider-Man across the hillside.
Yeah, like it's so funny. I'm looking at the Jelly Bean now, and based on that comp, I'm like, well, there's no roll bar, so How would I do any of those moves? Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, okay, great, cool. Well, thanks for coming to the comp. I'll go back to the booth, I guess.
Now,
Yeah.
I finished 3 of the 4 courses in class 2 without not without winching. I winched on every course, at least one time.
Uh-huh.
And on the 4th course, the one that I didn't finish, it's because my winch actually came loose and wrapped up a tire, and I had to undo it, and then I only had 2 seconds left to get through the last gate, and I needed another 2 seconds after that.
Yeah.
So
That's the problem. Was it a Reefs winch? I think it was.
no.
It doesn't matter what winch it was. But the line that he was using, I think, was the metal line.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't your truck.
That was class 1.
That winch line came undone too, didn't it? I think that's what I remember.
No,
it
that
unspooled.
One, it like unspooled inside.
Yeah,
and yeah,
but
it was
a metal line.
It was
right?
metal line, and it was running through some brake line.
Exactly. As soon as there's not enough tension on it, it just goes blip, comes right off the spool.
So
don't use metal line.
Yeah, no, I don't like metal line either.
Kevin, to follow up on your question, which I'm sure you wanted to attach to the $6.99 you gave me, I have a Cricket Air. What is it? Inspire Air 2, I think is what it's called. It's sort of like it sounds a lot like the DJI drone.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Air 2, whatever it is, it's Air something. And that one seems to be
Air
fine.
Bud.
That could be it. I think the Cricket, there's a better quality Cricket. There's like a higher end Cricket. I should have gotten that one.
Jeremy Burris, thank you. The brass piece on the sway bar goes into the chassis side, not to the sway bar side. So, Explore Air 2.
Explore Air 2. That's it.
Tito Riviera.
Thank you, Tito. Toby Thurgood. No, not really. The Jelly Bean is not really for sale. I like to joke that it is, and I know Ben has put down like sort of his intent to buy whenever I do decide to sell it, which could be never, because I tend to sell trucks that I shouldn't and keep trucks that I should sell. But I don't know. I like this truck a lot. It was a really fun build, and I'd like to actually drive it, but I don't think it's almost like I should just put tinier tires on it and just run in class 1.
Yes. Now, in class 1, one of the trucks in the finals was running a BS410 chassis.
Yes.
So, it was one of the
shameless plug.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to run flat rails.
You don't have to.
But there was some pretty lightweight chassis there.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely looked like a lot of fun. I'm sad I missed it.
Frank is saying, what are your thoughts on scale crawlers in larger scale, up to 1/6?
Oh, baby, let's go bigger. Let's go 1-to-1, baby.
All the way up.
Let's go bigger than full size. 2-to-1.
I think that larger scale stuff is cool. I think that currently the only larger scale stuff is like the Jeep, the Willys Jeep 1/6 scale stuff. Who's that made by? Rock Hobby?
Yeah. But
right.
that's,
I know.
it is 6 scale, but it's
but
still
that's such a small vehicle.
Yeah, the Willys was so tiny.
Like, okay, it's large scale, but not really.
Not really.
So,
because it still has like a 12-inch wheelbase. Truly large scale would be awesome.
Give me a 1/6, 1/5, 1/4 scale. As long as it still fits in the bed of my Gladiator, we'll be.
I mean, you're already pushing the limits there, but that would be cool. I would like to see that.
There's just a lot of problems that comes along with that.
Well, the bigger you
Motors,
make things,
tires, batteries. Yeah, like you say, the larger you get, the more that a tumble starts to get closer and closer to a real tumble. Like,
yep, exactly. You break something, and it's not just as simple as, it gets more expensive.
What happens when it starts tumbling down the hill at you?
Yeah, exactly. Do you try to catch it, or are you getting out of the way?
Yeah, you got to make a decision.
Yeah. And knowing Josh and I, if something big were to come along, I know that we would do which one could do it faster.
Yeah. Get an actual ticket.
I'm not technically driving it, sir.
Like,
officer, I think you might have me confused for somebody who's not famous on the internet.
close course and a professional driver. Like, you can't just say that. Like, that's not how this works. I declare bankruptcy.
Still one of the best moments ever.
I didn't say it. I declared it.
I declared it. So it's the same. Man, I want to go comp. I want to go to a comp. But you know what? I think I'm going to be doing some drag racing. Hey, let's talk about drag racing for just a moment.
Let's do it.
So, who thought that there was info coming on the 18th on the Traxxas drag car?
Holy crap, right?
I never saw anything about that date, so I don't know what everyone's talking about.
It said it right on their photo.
Did it?
Or was I super tired and made that up?
You might have been. You might have been. I don't remember seeing that. Now I have to go look for it.
I'm gonna open my own video on the YouTube Entertainment System.
Is that what they call it now?
And let's see.
More details on the Traxxas Drag Slash are coming soon. Be sure to sign up for the latest news.
Well, you don't think that they possibly could have updated that piece of text since they missed the date?
Absolutely not.
That's impossible.
I very much believe in Traxxas.
Got it. 3. Oh, wait, no. That's the dragon.
Oh, it did say the 18th. Okay, Dazilla is right. All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Much appreciated.
Thank you. I could have swore it said it too.
All right.
I was like, did I make that up? Because I could have done that.
It's possible.
The Mandela effect. Exactly right.
Yep. That's what Jay Walker said here, too. Did Jay Walker say it over there?
No. FXR-WGDI. Davidson says it. FXR Wide Glide.
So why I brought up drag racing again is because there's the local guys here, local to me, and I think I'm going to get out and have some drag racing fun as soon as I get my chassis, because it hasn't made it yet. He's been busy.
Yes, that's how that happens.
Ever since Josh built one.
Yeah. It said something about May, not March. No, it says it was going to be available in May. Not when the details said that it was going to come out March 18th.
Yeah.
And then they did not. Which is so odd because Traxxas does not leak things out like that.
No. Usually it's here it is. You can buy it right now.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like the fact that they were even going to do it in March.
You know why they did that though?
Because Losi is going to be coming
on pretty much the same day or same week.
They're just C-blocking Losi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, ours is also coming out. What day's yours out? Ours is coming out that day too.
Yeah, exactly.
Phantom Works just said, has anybody checked Tower? Maybe Tower knows.
So Swoof just said that here. Tower Topics made the post.
Or we could check with RC Girl. Maybe we could check with her later too.
Maybe she'll release something a little too early.
I jest. Yeah, Traxxas be like, wait, don't pre-order just yet.
It's just
hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. How are you?
But yeah, that's like we were saying. I wonder what happened, because if they announced it and they said they're going to release the info, like the truck is
done.
The truck is done. Something happened. Like
maybe they ran out of wheels and tires, or
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
So technically, we're towards the end of March. Shipping of a shipment of a container ship, whatever, is usually around 21 to 28 days.
So it might already.
So they could have possibly announced with it on the water, thinking that it was going to arrive and then they were going to be able to release in May. If something happened with being held up, though, maybe now they're just like, ooh, maybe we don't give that info.
Yeah. Pretend we didn't say anything.
I know.
But I want to see it. I want to see what fantastic things they did.
Well, because they're talking about innovations, and that's the reason that I want to see it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be, I feel like it's going to be electronic to me. It's going to be something with a radio and a phone that gives you launch control, or it's going to have that type GLONASS system built in, or something like that.
But is that enough of an innovation? Don't you think it could be something mechanical?
I think that it's going to be a different chassis.
Well, yeah, it'll definitely be.
No, don't say definitely.
It'll probably. I don't think it. I don't think they would do.
I don't think so either.
No.
So, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be something electronic.
Electronic.
I feel like it's going to be something like that. But still,
I'm really curious. Whatever it is, I'm keen to see what they've done.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Me also.
Me too, as well.
So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, so
many things happening. It's like this industry never stands still. Yeah. But I feel like there's been more innovation in the last, say, 5 years than in the previous 10.
And I'm not going to say, but it's kind of when I went full-time in the industry. Just saying.
Right. Well, I know that you've got a lot of industry support. Like, we got to make sure that he's got something neat to talk about or build. But it has got a lot more scale. So, I mean, I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, I got 300 views on a video, Rebecca. I'm going to quit my job.
Pack up your stuff.
Pack it all up. We're moving to a mansion.
We're going to California.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've been offered positions. Cardboard Bitch was available for a little time.
Still available.
What? The new guy isn't good enough?
I'll promote him. He'll be your boss.
I'm Cardboard Boss. Yeah. Get to work. These boxes aren't going to flatten themselves. No, but the compactor does an amazing job. You just got to put them in there. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. His name is Daniel.
Dan. Daniel. Man, don't confuse him for Dan.
Exactly.
I made myself a window decal for.
That's very.
A little hard to say.
Very detailed.
It's basically this logo. I'm going to put it on the truck so I can write it off as a tax exemption.
Yeah, perfect.
I use this truck for work.
I do. Mine's been in videos, therefore work.
Absolutely.
Stamp it.
I should check the chat because I haven't been. Perry G, thanks for the $2. J Concepts bodies have come out also during Harleydesigns' tenure.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying we live in a simulation, but
Yeah. There's always a glitch in the Matrix when a new body from J Concepts comes out.
The day I'm ready to talk about it on the news. Like,
by the way, J Concepts, we talked a lot of trash about them last week, which seems to be the MO. If we're not talking about flying cars, we're talking about J Concepts. I talked so much trash about them last week, I lost 5 subscribers from that video. -5. It must have been some serious J Concepts fans. They're like, well, that's it. I'm not watching that a-hole anymore.
Oh my God. Oh, Slow Don says that he bought the Ford Tucked. Don't tell anyone.
Too late. It's out there.
That's going to be my class 3 body for Rokas Roja.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, it's a good choice.
Would you drive me? I'd drive me.
It puts the scale items in the basket. Or it gets the hose again. Put the items in the basket!
I can't.
I love that. Would you drive me? I would drive me.
I'd drive me.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's it. That's the best. That's so great. Oh my God. All right.
It is almost 8 o'clock.
Yes, it's time for me to take the dog out and go to bed and get up and have another full day.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for watching. It's been a real pleasure. This one, I needed this one badly tonight.
Me
so
too.
Thank you.
Me too, for sure. So,
Oh,
I appreciate all of you guys for watching. It was a great one. I'm glad to be back.
glad to have you back. I'm not gonna say I missed you because I don't want your head to get any bigger, but it's nice to see you again.
Oh, I'm ready to make some more RC videos.
I am ready to. I think I have about 8 or 9 more days of insanity, and then I'm going to be back in this workshop pretty much every day because I'm taking a week off, and I got so much to do. I want to make some fun trucks and make some more videos because I feel like I really haven't, outside of these live streams and a couple like minor videos, I haven't really done very much. So,
yeah, the live streams. I mean, it's not like we're just taking these to replace normal content. It really is like these are great because they're conversation. It's just you turn it on, you talk, you have fun.
Yep.
And then we turn it off and we can go back to the work that we are having to do that's distracting us from doing normal videos.
Yeah.
So it's a
good distraction.
It is, and so hopefully, we can both get back to more edited videos. But it's really just
this is a good compliment to that. We need
we're
more
both
real
very
videos.
busy.
Yeah, extremely busy. So appreciate your patience. Don't unsubscribe. There'll be more content coming. Thank you to Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, who I will be in contact with, Javier Anea, Psycho 13 Garage, Dale C, Perry G, Quack RC, and Kevin Nugent. Thanks, guys.
Hold on while I see if I can get these to load.
Perry G goes, wait, this hasn't all been tech? But I've been taking notes.
Oh, it's not loading. Sorry, hold on. We'll see.
It may never load.
I know, it might not. I'm going to try and refresh it and just see if it works. But yes, again, thanks everybody for all of the chat and the support. You guys have been great, and it won't load. Thanks to everybody who donated. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. It's another
See you
great
next
week.
week.
See you guys next week.
There might not be
episode
Lightroom
55.
Live again. There might not be Lightroom Live again next week either. I'm slammed, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. I will see you guys on Friday night, though. So
take care. Bye, guys.
you guys will see you later.
Love you.